Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Welcome to the year 2015. CES is right now in Vegas. Unfortunately, I'm not there, but I am seeing some exciting stuff, such as the new Snapdragon 810 SoC came out with the G Flex 2, and this is 64-bit computing and 8-core CPU. This is crazy. I don't know if you guys have purchased a phone from 2014 and feel bad about what you're seeing in 2015. And these phones have such a high turnover rate, you're probably going to be shuffling the phones that you have now, selling them and getting what's coming out very soon. I expect that. But what I want to do right now is make a top 5 video of the phones of 2014 that I've chosen for myself that I liked the best. What I won't do in this video, and a lot of you try to get this out of me, is which is my favorite of the top 5. I don't want to rank them in any order. Although I'm just going to order them in the order that they came out. I try to be as non-biased as possible, make in-depth reviews so that you can decide for yourself which is the best. So I'm going to list the top 5. I will give you little tidbits as to why I like each one of them. And then in the comment section below, you can say which was your favorite. Or if I didn't list it, you're free to say what your favorite actually was. So let's go ahead and get started. So in the order that they came out, first is the HTC One M8, then I've chosen the Moto X 2014, the iPhones. I'm just going to group the iPhones together, although I'm more explicitly talking about the iPhone 6 Plus. Then we've got the Galaxy Note 4 and the Nexus 6. So the first thing that stood out to me about the HTC One M8 is the design of this phone. I really like this unibody type metal design. It does get a little hotter than some other phones because it is metal. But I like this brushed aluminum. It does look like a kitchen appliance. It kind of looks like a refrigerator or a knife or spoon or something. And I named it Chef Gordon Ramsay affectionately, but I think it has its own charm to it. It feels really nice in the hand. Another obvious thing to like about this device are those front-facing speakers. Now, I am a media consumption crazy person. I love watching YouTube on my phone, I love watching Netflix, and having those speakers in the front has just made all the difference because I do watch lots of content on these little bitty screens, and on some of their smartphones you've got a small speaker on the back, and that ends up not being so pleasant to the media experience, so that has really helped. Really great speakers. Also, this has a nice display that pops. The battery life is pretty good as well, and I was also surprised with how smooth HTC got this device to be. This was one of the smoothest devices of 2014, so it's just a pleasure to use. And also there's some features with the camera. The dual camera thing is kind of gimmicky, but it's still fun. It's all in the sense of fun. And there's also some swiping features you can do when the phone is in standby. If you swipe up from the bottom, it'll bring you right back into the app that you were looking at. If you go from the side here, the left side, you can bring up blink feed. Then if you take the phone, you hold it this way and immediately press down on the volume rocker, it executes the camera for you. Hello! So there's just a lot about this phone to like. It came with a lot of variety. You've got the Google Play edition, you've also got a Windows Phone edition, you've got the developer edition, there's carrier versions. This phone just really made it big, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Now moving on to the Moto X 2014 edition, the first thing that I really like about this phone is the design. I really like this tapered appearance because it sits and cradles in the hand. It's also a very good size smartphone. It's not huge and it works with my little hands, so I happen to enjoy that. It's got this nice metal frame as well. It's a very sturdy phone. I really love the customizability. If you want to use Moto Maker, you can choose to have either the white face and the lighter frame or the dark face and the darker frame, although you can't choose to have these interchangeably. It's going to be the dark with the dark and the light with the light. I also like that you can choose your back cover. You can see this is leather, you've got wood here, you've got all ranges of colors, and you can also choose some accents as well. So this is a very customizable device, and you can make it really personal. Another thing that I really love about this phone is just the experience of using it. You've got the active display, which is now called Moto Display, and you've got these infrared sensors all along the phone, so just reaching your hand towards the device when it's sitting on a desk, you can see you've got notifications, you can touch on the notifications, and you can see you can instantly go right into the message or unlock the phone. You don't have to wake the phone up all the way to do any of these things, so I would dare call this a power-saving feature. So this feature has really made a difference for me, and it's just such an interesting and neat way to check for notifications. I also like being able to twist the phone and have the camera turn on. This is not new, but it does add something special to the device. I also like that I was able to program my voice into the phone. You don't have to use the classic thing like Hello Moto X. I can say, "Hello, Clarice. Good night."
See you in the morning.
So now it won't bother me during the night time. So this is a really nice feature. It's made all the difference of using it, being able to fully interact with the phone. Another really nice thing is that this is as close to stock Android as possible, except for just those few Motorola features that I had demonstrated to you. And this has also got Quick Charge 2.0 if you want to get the separate charger. It's a little bit of a bummer that they don't sell it with the device. So it's just a really nice experience that we have with this phone, and that would be the reason why I like it so much. It's all about experience, you know? Next, we've got the iPhone 6s, and yes, I happen to like Apple products as well as Android products. I don't discriminate. I do like both of the phones, but namely I like the iPhone 6 Plus because it's got that 5.5-inch display. It's also 1080p. The pixel density is really nice. I also love the Touch ID button at the bottom. It works very well for me pretty much every single time. I do realize that the successfulness of being able to use this has a couple things to do with your thumb, how prominent your fingerprint ridges are, and how sweaty your fingers are as well. If it's too moist, you can't get this to work. But it happens to work for me. It seems to be a pretty cool system. I've also really been liking the cameras on the iPhone 6s. I find the colors to be very nice, very natural. This has optical image stabilization, where the iPhone 6 doesn't. The interesting thing I have found, though, is that the optical image stabilization only works for pictures and not in video. I was able to get Apple to comment on that. So this does have optical image stabilization, and that is a really nice feature. It does help in photos. But they use the software stabilization in video. That's just a little tidbit that I wanted to add. Plus, this has a really great app ecosystem. I know that Android has really closed in on that app ecosystem, but honestly, there are still some apps that I have on my Apple products that I don't see on Android, and that is what has really made me stick with Apple products. It's also got a gargantuan battery inside of it that lasts a long time, so it's a really great product. I like it a lot. I like the iPhone 6 almost just as much, but that display, I tell you, I like those big phones for these huge displays. As for bending of this phone, mine did come out of the box not exactly flat, but it has not actually bent or done anything strange. I have this, which is actually parts from eTradeSupply.com. This is the iPhone 6, and let's see if I can bend it. I can get the frame to bow a little bit. But this is going to take a lot more strength than what I've got. There might be a little bit of a bend there or something, but that's really not bad. It's not bad at all. Well, a little bent. Just a little bit. But that took me a lot of struggle to do. And I could probably get that just to go right back to the way it was. Thanks, eTradeSupply.com, for sending me parts to look at. If you want to do any repairs on your phones, that is where I get my parts from. Next, we've got the Galaxy Note 4, and this is a device that is known to have a crazy amount of features, and I don't know if a crazy amount of features is considered a good point or a bad point, because if you're not a tech-savvy person, you might never figure out or care to use a lot of the features that this device has, but nonetheless, it's fully feature-packed with just a crazy amount of things. From having a stylus at the bottom, to having a crazy amount of multitasking features, multi-window features. You've got a fingerprint scanner at the bottom. This thing has the ability to take off the back cover, so you have the removable battery underneath. You've also got an SD card slot. This device also has adaptive fast charging, which looks just like the Quick Charge 2.0 feature. I find the battery life to be pretty great. And it's also got optical image stabilization and a pretty decent camera as well. And you've also got some extra niceties such as a pedometer, and you've got a sensor here at the bottom that allows you to track your stress, track to see what your heart rate is like. So this is a really big feature-packed phone. It's got a really nice display, 5.7 inches, Quad HD display, AMOLED. I think it's one of the best displays on the market. It's a really great phone. It's crazy with the features though. So pay attention if you're someone who actually needs all those features, but when you figure out how to use them, they actually work really well, and I've come to really enjoy what it has to offer. The last device is the Nexus 6, and I actually don't have a Nexus 6 on me because I had 2 defective ones. I returned them, and it's been this whole crazy thing, and I just asked to not get another one. Maybe I'll try to get another one at a later date so I can finish reviewing it, but it's not been a very good process buying through Motorola's web store. I recommend going through Google or something else. Don't go through Motorola web store. I will repeat that. They totally screwed me over. Anyway, I think it's a pretty awesome phone. It's got the look of the Moto X 2014 that I really like, although it's a little bit awkward when they expand the size, but I learned to like it, although it was just a little bit wide. Still a nice phone. It has stereo speakers on the front, full immersive experience. It's got that near 6-inch display, AMOLED. It is a very immersive phone, and I ended up really liking it for that. Plus, it's a Nexus. I have to like it because it is the Nexus phone on the market. It doesn't really play out or look like a Nexus, but it's a Nexus. It's got that lollipop. It's got fast charging. So I still have to say that it's one of my favorite phones of this year, despite the troubles that I've had with it. I hope I'll just go to somewhere like T-Mobile and pick another one up. Oh yes, it's also got support for wireless charging right out of the box, so I find that to be really nice of a feature as well. So those are the 5 devices that I have chosen. Again, they're not in any particular order based on preference. It's just been on when they came out. So of those 5 devices that I listed, please let me know which one is your favorite, or if I didn't list your device, just let me know which one is your favorite in the comment section below. This is going to be a fun and exciting year, and I really hope that I get to go to Mobile World Congress. That's in Spain. That's my favorite event of the year. There's usually a lot of things unveiled there, a lot of things going on, and it's my excuse to be able to leave the United States and go abroad. So lots of fun stuff to happen in this near future. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And it's late now and I'm exhausted, and I've talked about lots of things that I love, and now it's time for me to go to bed. So good night.